Example, percent to fraction. Rewrite the following as fractions. Part A, 18%. Referring back to the instructions on the previous slide, we can create 18% as a fraction by writing it as that 18% is equal to 18 divided by 100, and then reducing this fraction. Now if we notice both of these numbers, 18 and 100, are divisible by 2, so that this fraction reduces to 9 out of 50. So 9/50ths is equal to 18%. Part B, 38.7%. We can write that 38.7% is equal to 38.7 divided by 100. Next, we will not divide to reduce, but multiply. We'll multiply the numerator and denominator by 10, so that this is equal to 387 divided by 1,000. Now that we have whole numbers in our numerator and denominator, we will attempt to reduce this, and actually this fraction does not reduce. So 38.7% is equal to 387 1,000ths. Part C, 50%. 50% is equal to 50 divided by 100, which reduces numerator and denominator by 50. So we can divide each of those by 50. So this is equal to 1/2. Example, percent to decimal. Rewrite the following as decimals. Part A, 8%. Now again, looking back at our instructions on our previous slide, to convert from a percent to a decimal, we will take the decimal form of n% is found by calculating the decimal value of n divided by 100. So we can say that 8% is equal to 8 divided by 100, which interestingly enough is exactly what we would do to make the fraction for this. We would just write it as a fraction. But if we take 8 divided by 100, put that in a calculator of some sort, we would find this is equal to 0.08. And so 8% is equal to 0.08 as a decimal. Part B, 13.2%. Well, 13.2% is equal to 13.2 divided by 100, which as a decimal is 0.132. Part C, 50%. 50% is equal to 50 divided by 100, which is equal to 0.5. Now if we have a percent and we're going to a decimal, you might notice there is a shortcut. If you take the decimal, in the case of 8%, for instance, it's 8.0. If we take our decimal and move it 2 places to the left, we actually find the decimal equivalent. So you can try that on your own. Let's move on to our next question. Example, decimal to percent. Rewrite the following as percents. Looking back on our notes, we know that we can multiply our number by 100 and then add the percent sign after the number to make a decimal into a percent. So part A, 0.125. 0.125 is equal to 0.125 times 100%. And 100 times 0.125 is 12.5, so that 0.125 is equal to 12.5%. Part B, 1.2. 1.2 is equal to 1.2 times 100%, which is 120. Therefore, 1.2 is equal to 120%. Part C, 2/5. 2/5 is equal to 2/5 times 100%. 2/5 times 100% is then equal to 40%. so that 2/5 is equal to 40%. Example, decimal to percent, example, percent to decimal and decimal to percent. Convert each of the following into decimals. Part A, 1%. Well, again, 1% is 1 divided by 100, which is equal to 0.01. So 1% is 0.01. Part B, 10%. 10% is equal to 10 divided by 100, which is equal to 0.1. So the 10% is 0.1. Part C, 1/2%. Well, 1/2% is equal to 1/2 divided by 100, which if we do that division will be 0.005. So the 1/2% is 0.005. Next, convert each of the following into percents. Part D, 0.005 is equal to 0.005 times 100%. If we multiply those together, we get 0.5%. Part E, 0.5. Well, 0.5 is equal to 0.5 times 100% again, so that this is equal to 50%. Part F, 1.2. 1.2 is equal to 1.2 times 100%, which is equal to 120%.